there, warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive with me, Meghna Deka. Joining me, Pranesh Roy.
The top story that we are tracking this hour is from Karnataka, where the Congress finds itself in knots once again. A top leader of the Congress party, his house was raided by sleuths of Enforcement Directorate, and this comes just days after a Congress Neta's son was linked to ISIS.
Well, absolutely. In fact, the charge of terror appeasement is back to haunt the Congress. Well, as we were just telling you, the party's Karnataka Neta's son, he was the first one. He was arrested last week for being an ISIS operative. Now you have the latest one coming in of the former Mantri who has been raided for leasing the property of an ISIS blast accused. In fact, this comes in hot on the heels of the Islamic terror funding crackdown which has happened by the Enforcement Directorate as the ED today raided Congress's Kimmane Ratnakar's office, which was taken on rent from Mohammed Shariq's family.
Now, while the BJP has lashed out at the Congress party and has said that the Congress must answer on the Islamist terror link, the Congress has linked it to polls and said all this is done with the Karnataka polls in mind.
However, before we get you the political reactions to it, let's tell you what exactly it is Congress's former Mantri and the former MLA Ratnakar has to say in his defense.
I said the NIA authorities asked regarding the lease deed and all that, how we came to your premises and all that. The way I have told them that we have taken the party office for the lease by paying 10 lakhs rupees advance and per month 1,000 rupees rent. It is only a relationship between the owner and our party office is only with respect to the landlord and tenancy relationship. We are not having any other connections between the family of the owner and our party or any of our party workers.
Karnataka's Home Minister has said that the agencies are tracking terror financing, while the BJP has quickly linked it to Congress party's soft peddling of terror. But the grand old party says that ED and CBI are being misused for vendetta politics.
Has the Congress party and its leaders not wittingly, unwittingly funded and given money and resources and patronage and protection to the ISIS operators? Time and again, the Congress party, after doing such actions, stands in defense of terror as well. The same Congress which says Hindu terror is very happy to defend and say that the auto-rickshaw blast, the cooker blast was not a terror attack, and therefore Congress ka haath, Aatankwaad ke saath, this has been proven yet again.
We all know that CBI, BJP, ED, IT are the frontal organizations like the ABVP, Bajrang Dal and VHP of the RSS. So they will use these frontal organizations to malign Congress leaders, malign opposition leaders and others. We are starting from the Congress leadership itself, they have been doing it. We will face, we are nothing to hide and we are nothing to run away from it also. We will face this kind of things.
ತೀರ್ಥಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾರುಖ್ ಯಾರು ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕುಕ್ಕರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಬ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ಶಾರುಖ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಇಡಿ ಕೆಲವು ಮನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ಇಡಿ ಮತ್ತು NIA ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇತ್ತು ಶಾರುಖ್ಗೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಯಾರ ಹಣದಿಂದ ಆತ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ಹೇಗೆ ಹಣ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ಇದರ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯನ್ನು ಕೆದಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಅದರ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ताजुद्दीन ಅವರ ಮಗ ಅವನು
का दुरुपयोग हो रहा है.
तो आपको लगता है कुकर ब्लास्ट केस में भी दुरुपयोग हो रहा है?
इसीलिए किसी ने पार्लियामेंट में कहा था मोदी सरकार के दो भाई ईडी और सीबीआई.
Well, with that big breaking news which is coming in, inside track of the cooker blast probe, Enforcement Directorate is going through the bank details of Mohammed Shariq's family members. Now, in fact, ED is investigating the funds flow and checking if there were any suspected Hawala transactions.
Bhavtosh Singh now joining us for more on this. Bhavtosh, there are many foreign links also being drawn, but let's not jump the gun.
Yes, Pranesh, in fact, ED had carried out raids and searches early this morning at found out locations, including people people linked to Shariq and also at his residence, and they had registered a separate money laundering case with regard to terror financing activities pertaining to ISIS module in Karnataka, and these searches started early in the morning. So what ED officials are saying is that they are going through the bank details of Shariq's family members, and they are looking at possibility of if there are any hawala transactions. And they have said that they are also looking at whether the terror financing of ISIS module, both in Shivamogga as well as in Mangaluru, are linked in this particular case. Now, there are two cases that NIA had taken. One was a Shivamogga case and the Manglore case, in which the NIA had arrested around 6 odd people in past 1 week, and the ED had carried out raids and searches early this morning, and ED has said that their case revolves around how the financing of this module was done over a period of 8 to 10 months.
The developments on that front. Thank you so much, Bhavtosh, for joining us. Let me go across to George Kurian, who's joining us, a political analyst. George Kurian, this is the second such incident where Congress's Neta, in the first case you had the Neta's son being arrested for being an ISIS operative, and now you have Congress's leader opening his office in a place which belongs to the family of a blast accused. Is the BJP right, George Kurian, in saying that this goes to show Congress's terror appeasement?
Meghna, very good evening to your audience.
Well, I don't really think so, because you just cannot link the two together. This former Congress MLA has leased out a property which belongs to an accused. So there is no correlation as such. As you heard the MLA himself saying that it's just relation between the tenant and the tenancy. So I strongly believe that as we see that in the run-up to the elections, all these news are coming up, and BJP is trying very hard to try to corner the Congress party by hook or crook. And it goes without saying, because in the last month or so, I must have done about a dozen debates on Karnataka with the Times Now. And so I strongly believe that it's the fear and frustration and nervousness which is showing up in...
Okay, let's see how the probe, turns out. Mr. Kurian, thanks for joining us. Taking a quick break, viewers. When we return,